Hey everyone, I'm going to bring on Michael.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
There's Michael. Michael in rainy Shanghai.
Michael,
Doug, can you hear me?
rainy.
Yeah. Yep. And there's Michael.
It's raining.
Well, there's part of Michael.
Can you
It's
see
raining.
Me? Good morning.
Yeah.
Where's Doug?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Doug, are you
Good.
resting or are you running? Your breath sounds very relaxed. I thought you were running.
I am. I'm about to go halfway now. This is number 12.
This is fantastic, Doug. How you doing?
No
all right?
kidding,
You look
man.
good. You look good.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. So far, so good.
We've hit 30,000. We've hit
Wow,
30,000,
fantastic.
Doug. It's huge.
Fantastic.
Already?
So,
perfect. Okay.
So, Michael, what shows are on at SNIEC?
Well, as usual, there's a wrong question, Doug. We have more than one show, as always. We have 3 shows happening at the moment. We have the stationary show, which is 6 halls, like 70,000 square meters. We have the China Aid, the rehabilitation show. And we have new show, consumer electronics, Hong Kong Global Sources, filling the whole venue. But before I run you through the venue, Doug, I want to make sure you're in good health, you have a good rest. You're the youngest one anymore. We worry a little bit about you here.
Thank you, Michael.
Are you okay?
I'm doing well, thank you.
24 times? Seriously, when I heard this, 24 times you run 5 kilometers? I cannot believe that.
So this will be 60 kilometers after this one.
Okay, you're still living.
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Absolutely.
I do this by taxi here in Shanghai.
Hey, Doug, who's running with you? Who's running with you for this next 5K?
So we've got Rachel again. So Rachel's taking me through to halftime, and then we've got Tim virtually in Dubai.
Hey, Tim in Dubai.
Good morning.
I hope it's not as hot there as it is here in Las Vegas.
Morning.
No, it's beautiful here.
Good afternoon.
It's about 32 degrees and early morning, so as good as it's going to get for us now. We're into the summer.
Oh yes, we know the feeling. Well,
yeah.
Doug, we will
Fantastic.
let you go. We've already, we've hit the 30,000, so we're excited.
Fantastic.
And hopefully, we'll pick it up everywhere else. Be safe. Watch yourselves in the dark.
Have a great run. Take it slow.
Have a great run.
Yeah, thank you, Steph. Nice to see you, Michael. Tim, have a great run.
But take it slow, guys.
Yeah, good
no
luck,
rush.
Hope you're doing well.
Okay. Thank you.
All the best, Doug.
Bye.
Keep running.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
All the best.
So, Michael, is it raining in Shanghai right now?
Yes. Well, it's just wet,
Oh, man.
But okay, just a little bit rain. And it's always very humid. Now there's a rainy season, what they call the plum season. So usually we have everyday rain. We are just lucky it's not heavy rain. It's just a little bit drizzling. So I'm standing outside the SNIEC venue, and we have showtime. We have 3 shows happening at the same time. And if we are ready, if you guys are ready, the idea is I walk you through the venue, introduce a little bit our safety protocols. You ready?
We are definitely ready. Go for it.
Then come with me. With me. So you see behind us one of our 3 entrances. Number 1 entrance today is the second show time, and it's already 10 o'clock our time. 1 hour before, you can imagine long queues outside the entrance halls, and people have to go through our safety procedures. As you probably know and have heard, we have come a long way here in Shanghai, working very closely with the government, with the authorities to make sure our shows, our venue is safe. And this took us 3, 4, 5 months with detailed safety protocols, which already here in place for almost a year now, because almost a year ago, the first show after the 2020 Corona was the semiconductor show, which happened June 27 last year. So we're almost 1 year back to normal, let me say. Well, this is not normal, the face mask, we know that. But a face mask, that's my personal view, and I think you can ask many people here in China, is one reason why, if everybody is wearing it, one reason why we can contain the virus so well here in China. Even here and there are some well, I don't want to say outbreaks, but we have like right now in South China, in Canton or Guangzhou, we have, I think, 30 cases. And if that happens, then the government immediately do some testing for the whole area. Sometimes 2-3 million people get tested within a week or so. Come with me. I'll show you a little bit how that works. This is our. This is our one of our 3 entrances. I don't want to say main entrance because all the entrances have the same function. So we enter the entrance area, and you can see already what we make sure is in the middle. You see some columns with scans with logos. Let me show you over there. People have to scan that. As you probably know, in China, everybody has a mobile phone, and nobody. And
everybody's on WeChat, right?
I did not know I had to scan the health code on WeChat. And I think China has now 1.4 billion people and probably 2 billion mobile phones. I have no idea, but that is absolutely everybody has 1 or 2 at least. So this is just the example from the stationary show. Gives you different codes for the epidemic control. You scan it, you get a green code. If it gets yellow, then you're not allowed to enter. And that's actually happening all over our entrance area. Make sure every visitor, exhibitor, make sure he scans the code. Make sure he wears face mask. We repeat in English and Chinese the instructions, the guidelines, how to behave, how to act. For example, wearing a mask. Later I will show you in every hall we have 8 security guys running around with a board reminding everybody to wear the face mask. And I run the show or the shows almost every day because traveling is a bit reduced. And I would say 99.9% of people wearing face masks, and the ones who did not or just forgot, if they are reminded, then within a second they take it out, said sorry, forgot, and put it on. Maybe they just come from the toilet or had a drink or a coffee. Of course, even myself sometimes forget, but then we put it on, and I think that's one of the most important things here to do. Now let's go to the entrance area. So we now skip the entrance because we have VIP. Well, in my own venue, of course, I think I should have that status. But it doesn't mean we skip the checking. We, of course, do not. We just skip the lines. Yesterday show day, we had around 45,000 people. We are running already since almost 1 year. This year, the biggest show we had, the China Beauty, with 60,000 people a day. So wow. The whole show for 3 days, almost 200,000 people, and everybody have to go through the protocols. And yeah, everybody's now used to that, and that's something we have been working very hard with, as I said before, with the government. We do educational stuff with the visitors, with the people, remind them, and it's all about repetition. You always have to repeat, especially if something already is in place for a year, like the safety protocols. People get used to that. People get lazy. So repeating what is important to contain the virus, to stay safe, that's one of the most keys, or one of the most important things we have to do here in SNIEC. Good morning to our staff here. Now we enter from the VIP entrance, but again, we are not skipping the security check. Of course, we have to go through the security check. We can show what get So this is one of our entrance area. We have the infrared stations, we have the check stations, and I walk you through the check. This is our check station. So at the moment it's already 10 o'clock, 10:30. It's a bit less empty. We put the hand here, then the security guys can see us.
And he sets off the alarm.
Then here we have inside we have our check personnel. If somebody has a higher temperature, above 37.3 degrees, they will be isolated, brought to a special area. Then they will have a check again. If the temperature is still high, then we will call a special ambulance, and they will be picked up here and brought to a special hospital for testing, which in all the last almost 12 months now, this happened 2 times, and 2 times when the temperature was higher, it was not corona, it was probably a normal fever or a catch a cold syndrome. So that is our entrance hall number 1. Also you see the guys in white here, fully protected, and to make sure if something happens, that they will bring these people to a separated area. I think we walk now to the show.
Okay,
Let
great.
me ask my colleagues to set up the agenda. And the idea is that we first introduce SNIEC a little bit, and then we go to one of the organizers from the Consumer Electronics, which is a big show. You may remember, especially our friends in America, we had the CES Las Vegas show last year, which unfortunately was, let's say, cancelled or closed. And we have, not the same show, of course, but we were lucky to have a similar organizer in China who basically took the time slot from CES, which was good for us, it's good for the industry, good for people who come to SNIEC, because they are used to June time slots having a consumer electronic related exhibition or event going on. So that is our next stop, next control checkpoint. Now we can skip around because we don't have to show our ID to the face recognition system. I'll show you from the other side. Now we're coming into an area where people have to go through a face recognition. They have to show their ID, their Chinese ID. And it still does not work for foreigners. Good point. I may come to this later. So this is the face recognition system, which has different functions. Check the ID, check if they are pre-registered, and also check if they have a temperature. So it's a double temperature check. How this technology works, I'm not so sure. I was not a good student in school. I don't remember the technology. But this is a small lineup. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we only have like 10 stations. In the other entrance, sometimes we have like 20 or 40, or they even go on 2 lines.
Wow.
You can still hear me well?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Perfect. So now let's go. Now, as you may know, SNIEC is like designed as a triangle shape. So we are now entering one of the from the W halls to the West halls, E halls, North halls, and so now I show you. Now I show you the inside, which is our outside area behind me. That's inside the triangle, but it's what we call our outside area. So for outdoor events, like big exhibitions, like Bauma, like furniture, like beauty. Besides the 17 exhibition halls plus 3 entrance halls, we have 100,000 square meter of outdoor area. I think in Las Vegas, Steph, you have the same, right? For World of Concrete, which is happening right now.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
A little bit. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. Yeah, it's not. We don't have the 100,000 square meters, but there's some. They use the parking lots basically. It's not built the way that SNIEC is. So it's substantial. Do you still have the temporary buildings?
You know, in China everything is bigger, but sorry.
Do you still have the temporary buildings? You had some temporary. You had put up some temporary tents.
So,
yes. Shuttle.
Yeah. So we don't call them temporary. It's like semi-tents. We call them semi-tents because if we call them temporary, some organizers may not like that. We actually pass them by. We now take a VIP shuttle. You see that? And we all jump on board. We all jump on board, and while on the e-bus or on the electric shuttle. So we drive slowly So I show you then from the bus now our inside area, and there you can see some semi-tents, or you may say, Steph, temporary, but it's actually not temporary. They are basically fixed.
The semi-permanent?
Yeah, let's call it semi-permanent. It's a little bit an issue of how you call in terms of licenses, everything. But the point is why we did it is because although we are big venues, still many shows, they still wanted to grow and have more space. So we basically then said, if you need more space and you don't like the outdoor area, then we give you an outdoor area covered by a semi-hall set up. Let's call it this way.
Right.
And we have set up another 32,000 square meters of area, let's call it this way. We are building right now a VIP lounge of 1,200 square meters, which will be finished in July, so 3 weeks from now. And we are right now in discussion with a big investor here in Shanghai to set up a dome, like a 1,000 square meter dome, 50-meter high, which will be, or the plan is to use it as like a LED or digital technology hall or area or dome. Actually, it's a dome. We have to find a word for it. Where more and more, and we discussed that before. I heard Joe talk about it. Where we will offer our customers options to play hybrid or digital, like live streaming, like AR, VR, AI, whatever there's available digitally. So in that dome, in that hall, this dome will have special plastic or glass walls or panels. Then even from the inside this dome with LED screens and so on. So now in the front you see one of our 8 semi halls set up.
Right.
For this show it's not used, but it has a high occupancy for the rest. Can you see that? There are 2 of them and then another 6 on the other side.
You know, this is incredible that we're streaming.
Quite well used.
Yeah, it's amazing that we are streaming. You know, we're streaming live from China, from the venue in real time. This is amazing. And by the way, I just want to encourage everyone to please donate. Doug is still running. He's on 12. He's on his 12th hour. And so please make sure that you donate. Go to Backyard Ultra and plus Douglas Emsley, and it'll take you right in. It'll take you right to the GoFundMe page to donate. But this is incredible. This is definitely not a temporary structure here. This looks quite permanent. So I can see where where you wouldn't want to call them a temporary structure. They're very nice.
It's not a tent.
No.
Yeah, and it's fully designed, fully equipped, power-wise, air condition-wise, fire protection, sprinkler system. It's fully usable as almost like a hall, and that's why we call it semi.
How tall are the ceiling?
Now we're coming to the outside area. The ceiling is like, we have different shapes. We have like triangle shape, we have flat shape, depending on what kind of occasion or what kind of event the organizers have. So that's why we gave 3 different designs for these semi.
They're huge. Setups. These are huge.
So on the right side, I have no monitor, so I'm not exactly sure what you can see, but I hope you have the impression of the huge venue. And,
oh my goodness! Yes,
even
yes.
These 3 shows, massive. They are not using outdoor area.
Yeah. Now I have seen the show at
Bauma.
Bauma.
You all know the Bauma show, like World of Concrete.
Yeah, I've seen it completely packed.
Every
and
square
in fact,
meter used, right?
Yep. Yeah. World of Concrete actually opened today successfully, so we're thrilled here in Las Vegas. We're absolutely thrilled. And I know that we'll be thrilled to have them back in Shanghai in December.
Well, good luck.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We will. We work on this together, Stephanie, you and me already for a couple of years.
Yep.
And that's also one of our highlights in the 4th quarter. But just let you know that what you see is empty, basically, in the outdoor area is used roughly 40-45% in the rest of the year with shows where every single square meter is used. It looks like a whole city sometimes here with the setups of not only Bauma, also furniture, the China Joy, the online game industry association. They build up huge stages. We have the CBE, the China Beauty from Informa, which is a huge stage with fashion show and so on. Today is, how to say, a little bit empty, but people who know SNIEC, they know how it is. So now we come to the number 3.
Yep.
This is the north. Sorry?
I was just going to say that Music China also takes up some space outside with outside stages and things. So, yeah, with bands playing. So.
Oh yes. How could I forget about Music China? One of my favorite shows. Do you know why Music China is one of my favorite shows?
I think I do.
Do you know?
Is it because your band gets to play, or because you get to go shop for guitars? You get to your band Shanghai Voltage.
Absolutely, it's actually one of most. Yeah, there's one of the most foreigner bands in Shanghai, actually in China, called Shanghai Voltage. And luckily, I know the organizers from Music China quite well, so they agree that we play live on the Music China. So that's for me, I mean, as a musician, that's the event of the year. So stay tuned for more information from Shanghai Voltage, but that's not the topic today.
No.
Okay, one more anyone, haba. Jen, anyone? Okay, so now we go inside the halls. We have arranged for some interviews with the organizer and some exhibitors, which ask them for their feedback or their ideas about the show, about the event. We go to the Consumer Electronics Show now, and then you can see the setup in the halls from the inside. By the way, while we're driving here, we also have, besides the halls, we have like 45 restaurants. We have, as I mentioned, the new VIP lounge as of July, and these shuttle buses, which you see, we have 35 of them, which brings the lazy visitors a shorter distance between the halls. I mean, if you walk the whole venue, it's still, I think, 2.3 kilometers. But our advantage is that due to the triangle shape, the connection between the halls is shorter if you just cross the inside of the outdoor area.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, Stephanie. In the meantime, any comments or questions from your side?
Well, I was just wondering. So the venue itself. So the whole campus is 3 million square meters. I mean, yeah, it's 300,000 square meters, right? So it's 3 million square feet, a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
if I'm doing my math correctly. That's absolutely massive. So, what is the largest number of shows you've ever had on the campus? You know, in the history of SNIEC. Because I know I've been there and there were like 4 or 5.
6 shows at the same time.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's a great thing to have 6 shows at the same time. It's a little bit of an issue if you only have 3 entrance and registration areas. So you can imagine every time that happens, there's a kind of discussion between the organizers who gets most part of the registration halls. But luckily, as we all know, registration becomes more and more digital, so more people get pre-registered. So the old days where you need lots of square meters for make people queuing just for registration, these days I would say in China are over already for 1 or 2 years, and we already start to use our registration or entrance halls as exhibition areas, like for a couple of exhibitions. So this gives us another 15,000, 16,000 square meter of sellable space, of exhibition space, because in a normal year, forget about Corona for a moment, but in a normal year, people basically just walk in through this face recognition registration, show the ID or just the telephone, and in you go. You don't have to just fill out some forms. It's all done online or digitally prior to the show, and that saves a lot of time and saves queuing and saves areas. And every square meter in a city like Shanghai is worthwhile to use it commercially, and that's what we're doing.
Oh, 100%. So I have a question.
We have the Paulaner on the right side, by the way, one of my favorite German beers. Yes.
Oh, there we go. Of course. So I have a question for you. Is with badging, right? Is everything? Are they still handing out paper badges or plastic badges, or is everybody just using a QR code to get in? Is it a combination of the two, or do people actually have badges?
People still have badges. So yeah. But well, if you ask, I'm not in that directly in that latest technology, but if you ask me, that it's not far from now that this could be sold with some, like some chip or some badge or some e-print on your telephone when you enter. To be honest, I have no idea what's in there. But in China, we have so much development in this digital industry that I've seen things which I thought 5 years ago would never exist, and they do. So I believe something like this will happen.
Yeah, it's happening. It's actually happening here in,
so now we are
in Las Vegas. So, yep, no badges for a World of Concrete or Tights this week. All right. Here we go, folks.
Okay. So I have here with me my colleague Jen. Where's she, Jen? Say hello.
Hi,
Say
Jen.
hello to everybody. That's
hello, Jen.
And she now, Jen.
Yeah.
I follow Jen because she made the agenda. Jen, I follow you. Okay.
Up.
So now And Jen, we have arranged an interview, right?
Yeah. The interview, yeah. We first we show.
Okay, first we show around.
Okay. All right. So we have, you're a little frozen right now. It must be going into the building.
I'm frozen. Okay.
Oh no, now it's better. Now we're good.
We're inside the halls, which of course has. Okay. Of course, the halls inside have a high usage. We have already 5G set up here for 2 years already, which is more and more used now, especially on the electronic shows, machinery shows. We have like medical shows which have online operation or surgery performances. So that is something we are using the 5G for. And I have a 5G phone, but honestly, I'm not sure how much 5G I really need except for video streaming, because I'm a person who uses the mobile phone just for calls and internet. But in some industries like automotive driving and this kind of thing, of course you need 5G to make sure that the machines and everything, the signal is connected properly.
Absolutely.
So it's probably getting a bit noisy now.
Yes.
So that's our exhibition halls are designed all the same way. Every hall is 12,500 square meters and 16 meters high. So that is our setup for the 20 halls, as I said. And today, my colleagues make space for me here. That's very nice. Today, I believe, still early in the morning, we will probably have, I will get 30,000 visitors. The numbers I get later, but also more and more B2B shows turning into B2C or having B2C parts.
Yeah, so that's right. Wow.
Especially more and more organizers try to get time slots for the weekend.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Because I cannot hear you very well now, but
yes, it's okay. Now it's a little quieter. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that,
so
that
we're now having
B2B people are okay. Go ahead.
So we are having now an exhibitor space here. Hello, ni hao. So and we just asked them some questions about the show. Is there anything especially you're interested from your side about the show, or shall we just ask our normal questions here?
Just go ahead and ask the normal questions.
My question will not be what is the best exhibition venue in the world, because I know already.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead and ask.
Stay with me. All right.
AR system for the Superstar.
Okay. Virtual Superstar.
Yeah.
You can see behind us already there's some Virtual Superstar system for the electronics they developed it. Yeah.
我们可以把真人驱动技术和 AI 达到目前业界最好的表现效果。
Yeah, they are the top was at the AR virtual to transfer the
It's a movement.
the movement from
You see that behind us, that they have like a technology which for like stars, superstars, ABC level, whatever, want to become more famous, they could use that technology to make themselves into these small movies like TikTok, as you know, and become a KOL, like a key opinion leader, because nowadays everybody's a key opinion leader. I thought I was, but forget about it, I'm not. But this technology helps these people to become more famous or do some more online performances.
That's amazing.
I wish I was 40 years younger, then I would use this technology.
在中国是非常热的。
The virtual reality of the Superstar is very hot for the recent years.
Yeah, I believe, Just what virtual reality becomes more and more important, especially here in China. But I believe all over the world, the younger people, they just like virtual reality and play with the technology. So, So like when we look at this, I'm not really the expert on this kind of business, to be honest, but that's why maybe this gentleman can introduce a little bit. How is that used? Okay, we try to make.
Oh my gosh!
Copying your movement.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Okay, let me try that. Can I try that? I have to try that.
Okay.
Let's try if she knows that. No, you know what that means? That means never, but she does not know that. Okay, if you ask me, that's not for my generation, but thank you. Hello, how are you? My name is Michael. What is your name? Give me a high five, okay? She make a high five for me. Very nice to meet you. Bye-bye. Wow, she's so friendly. Okay, so thank you very much. See, we move on to the next exhibitor. Where's Jen? Where's my leader? Here she is. Thank you. Good luck, good show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I just don't know this is existing, to be honest.
You know, there's so much out there with
here
tech.
we're company called Vibe. I have to catch up, and I cannot. So, okay, this is another exhibitor. Hello. Say hi. Good morning. So, what business do you have here?
Oh, it's not coming through very well.
Oh, all right. Okay, so VR system, which actually I know exists, and they have a special high frequency technology which obviously makes the VR experience more real, something like that. Yeah. How's business? Thank you, man. Okay, so they are on the domestic market more successful, one of the latest products, as you said. And bigger than the game in Kruppe. Okay. So this exhibition gives them a new platform. And he also said the venue is very good. I agree on that. But the show is also great. The location is perfect. So thank you very much. Thank you. Good business and successful. Good luck. Have a good show. Okay, we have just give you some more impressions. So this Stephanie, you know from CES, it was 5 halls. This Consumer Electronics Show, Consumer Electronics Forum also have 5 halls. So it's a similar setup with the CES. It's a pity they left us. Again, as I said before, we were lucky enough to replace it almost with a similar kind of style of exhibition forum or show.
Yeah, Michael, the connection in the hall is a little wonky.
Yes.
It's a little wonky. It's a little wonky.
Maybe on the back side of the, or maybe you could get some attention. Okay, can you hear me? Well, you can hear me, right? So now we show you it's called CTIS, the Consumer Technology Innovation Show. Can you see that?
Yes, definitely. Yes, now you're coming in much better.
So that's behind me. That's the organizer's booth. That's the Consumer Technology Innovation Show.
So,
forum, like forum.
Yeah, very nice.
Do we have an interview here, Jen? No. Okay. I just follow Jen. Jen, you're not Douglas. Don't run so fast. I'm 25. Take it slow. You know, I will be happy if I walk today 1 kilometer. That would be good for me already. Not like that.
That would be good. That's, part way to 5K.
So we're entering now to the organizer. Hello, Dr. Hao.
Can I pick it up?
Oh, no, yeah, sure. Morning, how are you? How are you?
I'm Sam.
Sam, how are you?
I'm good.
So hang on, I have a little bit technical issues here. Because we are live now, we're live on stream. So, can you see Sam? Sam is from the organizer, from the CTIS.
Great. Hello, Sam.
I feel very excited. I feel very excited. It has been almost 2 years.
Yeah. Well, Sam, you cannot. But I can hear them. So this is this is about a donation run from one of the other organizers for our industry.
Okay.
And we thought we'd make a tour through your show today.
Thank you.
Talk to some of your exhibitors and just ask you how's everything.
Excellent.
So how's everything?
How's everything? I think the show started finally, and there's a lot of hiccups at the beginning.
Oh yes.
Because of the COVID control.
Yeah.
And also, in China.
So, can you hear Sam?
Oh, absolutely. We can hear him. No problem.
Can you hear me?
We can hear him. We're fine.
Okay, you can. Okay, so the mic is here. Okay. Oh no. Okay, you have. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
We have a lot of hiccups at the beginning. As you know, the COVID situation.
Yeah.
And we also have it's a new show.
Yeah.
So it's a new positioning.
Yeah.
So we have made a lot of effort to make the confidence of our exhibitors and also to have our visitors come to the show. And especially before we start the show in the last 2 weeks, the situation in Guangdong make us very nervous.
Yeah.
But finally, we have everyone here. So it's
everyone.
amazing.
Really, almost everyone.
Almost everyone.
Wow,
congratulations.
That's perfect. So they're actually in America there or some. Yeah, because you guys know that
global.
we are, as I mentioned before, if something happens, the government immediately do some action and do some testing.
Yeah.
And this show CTIS is mainly based on exhibitors from South China.
Yeah.
So exactly the area just Sam mentioned from Guangdong or Guangzhou, Shenzhen area.
Yeah.
So we have done, and you have done a lot of discussion with government, get maybe some special, arrangements. So this is really it is amazing that this show happens, because last week I had a call with the Hong Kong headquarters from Sam, and they were asking, is it maybe we have to change or delay? I'm very glad that you're here, Sam.
Yeah. And I think your support and so many support is also excellent. Gives us a lot of good information in advance so that we can prepare for this kind of scenario.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the venue, SNIEC?
I think the venue is have a special connection with our company, Kruppe Resources.
I have a new friend now, Sam.
Maybe you know that almost 16 years ago, we have run a show here in SNIEC, and I think at that moment SNIEC is very young.
Were you there that time, 16 years ago?
I'm not there.
No, okay, me neither.
Okay, but after 16 years, we come back to Shanghai, and we next this venue. So not only the connection with us before, but also it is an excellent location with its very comprehensive transport system, and also
Uh-oh. Frozen. Up. Well, we're frozen right now, folks. It's part of the technology and the challenges of technology. Hopefully it will unfreeze in a moment. This is a really good time to go ahead and please make sure that you donate. We've already, we're at over 30,000 at this point. So what we'd love for you to do is go ahead and donate. I'm going to go ahead and self back on. Well, we hope that they unfreeze. I hope you've been enjoying this view of SNIEC. It's the only Western-run trade show venue in all of China. It's owned by 3 German messes and a local Chinese developer, and is run as well. They're going to try to log back in, so we're going to hope and pray that they do. In the meanwhile, I'm going to give you the place where you can donate. You want to go to GoFundMe.com, and it's GoFundMe.com/95A45E89, or you can Google Event Industry Backyard Ultra, and it will take you right there. So we're going to see they're back in. I'm going to go ahead and bring them back. Let's see if we've got our connection read.
America, Europe.
Michael, are you back?
Asia. For their,
there we go. Michael's back, and here we go.
Yeah.
Michael, good to have you back. We lost you for a minute there.
So, oh, you lost us for a moment. Okay, the connection is okay. No, I was just saying, do you have any questions to Sam or me about the show, the event, or something? Or?
I think what people are interested in is, when is China going to be open for foreign visitors? When do you expect, the government to relax the standards with visa, with vaccines and everything else becoming more available?
Okay, then let Sam and me discuss a bit. The question is, when do we think China's opening again for international visitors and business? What do you think?
I think it depends on the number of criteria. So first of all is between countries, the vaccination percentage. As we know, Europe is preparing the passport vaccine, and China is also negotiating with Europe. So I think if the vaccination is have a high percentage, it is baseline. And secondly, I think most of the travel will be for certain people at the beginning, or some people with urgent. So I think we have a chance, and I hope that in this fourth quarter we can do it, because as you know, we are going to have our Hong Kong show, our flagship show in this October. So we are hoping we can make it happen, and by quarter four we can have international travel. So when Hong Kong open, I think China, at least some of the major cities will open.
I think, Sam, you make a good point, because like Hong Kong as a mega hub has a problem. It's a small city. It only has 8 million people. So if you cannot travel in and out, well, that's the problem. Like China, like us, we have 1.4 billion people. If it's business, holiday, exhibition business, at least we have enough people from domestic areas who can come to the show. But in Hong Kong, it's limited. So international travel, as we all know, Stephanie, is important for every country. But especially smaller countries like Hong Kong, or smaller areas, cities like Hong Kong, Singapore, they have a problem of not getting international people in. We at the moment in SNIEC, maybe I can say that we have a situation that almost all the 2021 shows have almost the same number of exhibitors and visitors as 2019, which is surprising because we're still in a corona situation. And also many industries in China, automotive, machinery, car industry, electronics, probably retail, is, I don't want to say booming, but it's very strong. So that means that China is a kind of self-contained, or it could be self-contained for some time. I mean, not forever, we know that. But opening the borders is definitely a risk.
But Michael, I want to add one more point.
Sure.
As we have in the show, we have a Korean pavilion.
Oh, okay.
So they have about 20 exhibitors, have some representatives to come to the show. So I will think many countries, they have a need to join the trade show, especially those big ones like in China or in Hong Kong, those big shopping shows. So at this moment, the border is not open yet, so they have some local representatives. But it represents their strong demand to join this kind of activity. So I think the government is also here. The Korean government, China government will speed up travel so that global business can come back.
So the Korean pavilion, they were in quarantine, or they are local representatives?
There are only two local representatives of that company, and the other 18, they have some service agents to help them to attend the booth. But in the booth, they have virtual meeting room. So they have set up meeting room. You can talk to the exhibitor in Korea. And they have some translators. So that represents their strong demand to make the business.
Well, that's a good way to compensate the lack of travel possibilities.
The cost is high.
Of course, and the costs are high. So the real face-to-face, like our business, is what we want. Okay, I think the time is almost up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
It was a pleasure. Have a good show. Successful.
Hope so.
And we say that. Say bye to our friends all over the world.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
One more exhibitor left.
Okay, we have one more, Stephanie, last one exhibitor left.
Okay, great. Excellent.
And inside they have a forum. Maybe we can let's have a quick look at the forum. Just have a quick, So I just bring you inside the forum. Just have a quick look. Just have a quick look.
We're along for the ride, Michael. This is great.
Thank you.
So this is
the quick look from the forum. So that's set up inside the exhibition hall. It's like a separate conference hall. And that you see people are listening here. Everybody with a face mask on, sitting next to each other. Okay.
Right.
So that's Sydney. Okay, they look a little bit nervous now at the entrance because they're from the exhibitor and they did not remember this.
Oops, we just lost you there.
Oh, we lost the cameraman. Oh, thank you. We want him up. Okay.
We did.
The cameraman just had a little accident.
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
So this is a live
there
show.
we are. We're back. We're back live.
I hope I will not fall down.
Please don't. Please don't.
Okay, so we have one more. Stephanie, we have one more exhibitor.
Okay, Michael.
And
great.
Then I think
Let's walk around.
Okay. Or we just walk around, Stephanie. We introduce a little bit. Maybe
I think it's really kind of hard to hear you, so maybe we should go back outside.
Okay. Okay, let's go back outside because they cannot hear me. Okay, but I think the halls more or less look all the same. So I think it does not make sense if we walk 5 halls because then more or less we all know how an exhibition looks like. It was just the idea to give you a feeling how we here in Shanghai, in China, are back to normal, except like safety protocols, wearing face masks and this kind of thing, which maybe one day will be normal for all of us. Maybe in 10 years you wake up in the morning with a face mask and brush your teeth with a face mask. I don't know.
With the face mask?
Or maybe if you go to a cocktail bar, you can drink your cocktail with a straw and there's an opening in the face mask. We don't know
well,
this.
they are selling those. I have seen those actually in use here in Las Vegas. So with the straw and everything. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Really?
These are some beautiful stands, by the way. These are absolutely beautiful displays. So, sophisticated. Very sophisticated.
Okay, so we are going outside. So let's go outside, then I'll show you the other semi-structures, just that you have a look. We have in total 8, as I mentioned, 33,000 square meters. And yeah, I'm quite happy with the show today. Not totally packed, because if it's totally packed, it's also a kind of safety issue. So I think, in general, all of us, we are seeing a kind of reduction of around 10% in terms of sold space. However, in terms of visitors, surprisingly, it's more or less the same level. So there's a kind of conflict between selling space and people who are still interested in going to an exhibition. Because what people like is face-to-face. They like to meet on the floor ground. They like to meet... So we are now walking through the inside of SNIEC to this outdoor area again. I think the connection is better here, Stephanie, right?
Yes. The hall is noisy and loud as it should be. Yes. Yeah, it's noisy and loud inside the hall as it should be. It means things are happening. Has the rain stopped or is it still going?
Okay.
The drizzle?
All right. So.
Wow, that's a great view.
Okay, so we are outdoor again. What shall we discuss, talk about? What can I introduce? We still have, I think, 50 minutes time or something. Is there anything else you guys like to see, or I can show to the world, or to you? Talk about something? Stephanie? Hello? Okay, I cannot hear. I cannot hear you. I lost the signal. Let's go back.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, I'm back. Sorry. The fun of technology.
I just lost you.
Yeah. So now I'm back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Michael?
Yes, I hear you now.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. Yes. I had a blip on this side. Technology. What are you going to do? So for people that have not been to Shanghai before, it's one of the 3 largest cities in the world. How many people live in the city? What, 28 million in the area?
Yeah, well, I didn't count them myself, but I guess it's like 25. It's the official inside Shanghai area. Then you have the greater Shanghai area, which includes the neighboring provinces. And within a circle of maybe 200 kilometers, I would say you have probably easily 50-60 million people. And if you make it to 500 kilometers, you probably have easily 100 million. So
wow.
It's a huge commercial. East China with Shanghai as a hub is a huge commercial area. And we are lucky with SNIEC. We are sitting in the middle on this hub. Also greatly connected to the international airport, which, okay, due to Corona now is limited. But we have a super fast train called maglev, magnetic leviation train, which brings people from here, from SNIEC directly to the airport in 8 minutes, 20 seconds, directly to the terminal. So that was built already in 99, I think.
Yep, I've been on it. I've used it as transportation to go to the Pudong. Yep. It's for those of you that don't know, it's built.
Absolutely.
It's phenomenal. It's a magnet fast train, and it goes about 325 miles an hour, I think. So yeah, it travels what, 38 kilometers in 8 minutes?
433.
433 kilometers.
433. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying the miles per hour.
And China right now, we're actually having also a railway exhibition. Tell me any industry which we don't have, but the railway exhibition or the industry is showcasing now a new high magnetic leviation train which should go until 600 kilometers per hour, and that train should run by around 2028, so 7-8 years from now.
That's fantastic.
So that's just another thing. Like I mean, I've been to America many times, and I also discussed that with you, Stephanie, and other friends. I know that in America the infrastructure, the logistics system is not really very well set up at the moment. So I think there's potential in the US. Just give you an example here. China's building in the next 10 years. Guess how many new airports?
5? 20?
Okay, I'll tell you. 200.
What?
200.
200 new airports?
200 new airports.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Mostly like small to mid to connect all the smaller cities and areas. And China's also building is a twin engine jet, like for 50 to 80 passengers. It's already flying from called COMAC, COMAC. This is a Chinese producer. So I think the aviation industry also here in China at the moment only 40% or 50% max of the airspace is used. The rest is controlled, I think, by government, by military. So imagine one day the whole airspace would be used. Well, I think will be a lot of planes flying around, which maybe I don't really want to see, to be honest. So traveling also changed a lot here. It's getting much more convenient, high technology. If you train, coming back to the train, the high-speed trains are a beauty. If you take the train from Beijing to Shanghai, it's 1,200 kilometers, so 700 miles. It just takes you 4 hours. 3 hours 50 or 4 hours, and it's like nice seats. You cannot hear anything. full service Wi-Fi on board and all this kind of thing. So traveling in China, I kind of miss the old days. You know, I'm here for 32 years. In the old days, we took a train from Beijing to Shanghai, maybe 2 days. Now it was like 12 hours or something.
Right.
But it was a bit like the old pioneer romantic days. Now China is growing at a speed in so many industries. I don't want to talk about politics here now, but it's really amazing to see how fast this country changed and how to say, how much energy is here also with the younger people. And also nobody really has a from 9 to 5 work mentality. People really work 24 hours basically to make things happen. And that is something which, especially as a foreigner, you can feel the move, you can feel the drive here of the countries hungry for business, hungry for development, hungry for digital, which I know nothing about, but I'm learning a little bit now. And even I can use some technologies which I never thought I can use 5 years ago.
Well, they're also making some of the technologies a lot more user-friendly, to be fair.
Okay, Stephanie, we have another show. We could go inside. This is the China 8, the W5 hall, which is a show for like older people, like, you know, these
aging
rocking chairs. No, probably not, but like 8 things for which you can put in your home.
If you have older folks living in your home, if you have your grandparents.
With half an hall, now it's 5 halls already, because people are getting older, and the technology to make older people happy is also getting better. It's quite amazing how so many industries, which you never thought they have a big commercial market, are really growing now. I don't have the latest number on the I don't have the latest number on the, how you call that, the age distribution, how many old people, how many young people, I forgot, but like all over the world, older people getting older, and that means the ratio is shifting. And also if people stay or get older, like all over the world, you need more technology to support. Well, there's another way to stay young, that is drinking Negroni, but you cannot do this the whole day, as you know.
No, you can't, unfortunately. You're not able to. You can't do the Negronis and at the same time, unless it's maybe a cocktail hour. So this also looks like a very well-attended show.
We can yeah, it's also very, very well visited here. So I mean, again, if it's totally packed, I would not really like that, because then the safety issues are a little bit serious, because of the protection of the virus. You really need to control that virus, and too many people. Yeah, there might be. Imagine there would be just one case of corona happening here. There would be a huge impact. So we take this very serious, and you can see everybody here wearing a face mask. I have even this morning, I have not even seen one without a face mask. So that's
amazing.
That's good news. People understanding the news.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is the vaccine rollout going?
To the left. Yeah. We go to another hall.
Okay, great.
Just to show you the connection between the halls, because the connection between the halls. One thing about SNIEC, maybe I can add this. It's the very convenient setup for the loading. So that means the construction time and the dismantling time for any exhibition is extremely short. We have one of the highest turnover. We have the turnover rate is 32 here in SNIEC. That means how many times you're using the available space of the exhibition.
Wow.
Compared to other venues maybe in Europe. Their turnover rate is about 15 maybe, so just half. We also have set up our loading areas with the technology to control the garbage, for example. I mean, garbage is another issue.
It's a huge issue.
Any show creates garbage, especially still in China. Sorry?
Yes, it's a huge issue everywhere, actually. The amount of you know, rubbish that's produced on the trade show floor is a big issue everywhere. So it's a matter of trying to deal with it in a most cost-effective and environmentally green way. And it's been a problem for a lot of them.
And this just has started. Yeah. and I'm also pushing that. I'm talking to the Ministry of Environment in Beijing. They came last year to the furniture show in former, or previously UBM. We were creating 5,000 square meters of green recyclable exhibition space for exhibitors, and we gave them an award presented by the Ministry in Beijing of the Environment. The awareness of green is here, but somebody has to push it, and my belief is the government has to push it. If you ask the exhibitor, they should start. If you ask the organizer or the venue, who is starting first? I mean, this is a totally different topic now, and we should not discuss it too deeply, but we all know that environmental protection recycling systems must be used, otherwise many industries, they may suffer. And we are already starting here in SNIEC to support that. We have an agreement with the local government that we will, lobby, and we will educate the exhibitors, but also the organizers. They need to understand. In the end, it's always a question of cost. So for this, I believe government must be involved, and we already started last year to really seriously award people who are contributing to the environmental protection. And I think this is just the beginning. I believe 10 years from now, the recycling industry in China, which is also very strong, and by the way, we have another recycling expo, not surprised. That industry is just starting, again, this is, for me, it's a no-brainer that this development will, that this industry will go very strongly.
All right.
Yeah, I think.
All right, Michael. Well, we're coming to the top of the hour, so perhaps you can walk outside again, and we can say goodbye without all the noise.
Okay. Well, why don't you ride in? Okay, let's go out again.
Go ahead and let's come out, because we're coming up on the end of the hour.
Yeah. That's perfect timing.
Nice boots.
We walk out. We are in W4 now.
Wow.
By the way, we have set up, you can see just now here on the right side, we have set up for summertime additional aircon units, because in summertime, as you know, the temperatures could be easily 38, 40 degrees. And
yes.
Yeah.
And humid.
So the local, and very humid, so we have to do that every year. Okay, so
absolutely.
We're coming to the hour.
So, we're coming up to the end of the hour.
Yeah, so from my side, Jen, come on. So here's my team, Mr. Miao, Jen, come over.
Yes, we want to say hello and thank you.
Jen and Mr. Miao.
Thank you.
Thank you for the arrangement. Very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope we could support the run from Douglas. Douglas, keep on running. We already donated. We will donate, and we will also recommend to the industry. Doug, all the best. Keep on running.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
And we'll see you. We'll see you hopefully in person sometime this year, maybe the fourth quarter. Bye-bye.
Maybe.
Folks,
all the best. Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye-bye. So that's the end of our trip to Australia and to China. The fact that we were just able to live stream when everybody said it couldn't be done makes us very, very, very happy to do it. I'm going to go ahead and give you the GoFundMe page one more time. It's gofund.me/95A45E89. And please donate. It's going to some really, really good causes. We're going to Eventwell, the Meetings Industry Fund, and the Indian Red Cross. And with that, we're going to sign off. Everybody will be back in a few hours. Doug's going to keep running overnight. Thank you again. Bye, everybody.